Coach. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Alert, alert, alert! Ready? That's a screen! Alert, alert, alert!
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me!
Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check that.
Allen now looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the 2nd time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing again. Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? 5-9.
52's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Throwing on first down is Freeze. He's got Lacoste as tight end. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Think you gonna get this, boys? You think you gonna get this?
Hey, Haywood.
To throw, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
They're running it.
Protein spill.
Check 4.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch the safety creep.
12. 5-8. Hey, high 7.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. Allen now already at 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game. That I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go. It's Gurley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Kiki QT. 85 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, Delta.
52's the mark, boys. 52. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 52's the mark. Watch what it's like.
Throwing now is Breeze. And Adams has it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, it's Gurley. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Gurley again here on first down. But he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first and goal, Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Breeze now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Where's the 52's the mic. Let's go, tackle, let's go.
Hey, Echo.
You're right, 52, right, 52. I'm trying to collect. 52's the mic, right here, over there, right here.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a
and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. To throw again on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Another try on second down with Gurley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult third and goal here. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Brings up 4th and goal.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
21. Hey, Charlie. Here we go.
Check 52's the mic. I got you, boy.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 50 smooth. Here we go. Hey, no, look. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Let's go.
Allen now, going to throw again. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain there of 21 yards.
Here we go.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Kill.
Hey, Alpha.
Allen throwing again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Five.
54, right there. 54.
Now Allen again. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Timmy Jernigan able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Allen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, dude.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Going for it on 4th down. Allen got an open man. It's QT. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on first down is Allen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Hey, wahoo!
From midfield, here's Allen. Cooper's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Broncos.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Half 85, half 85.
Defense.
All 52.
Allen now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Complete to Curtis Samuel.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On third and long, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Landry now on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Good, 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 good. Mike 4, ready. Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's get the ball. 20 seconds.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ready. Ready. 5-1. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Oh, here we go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Check 99, check 99. Watch the edge.
Now Allen. They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know it's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Denver, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.